Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to, this has to be day number 2. Yes, day number 2, week, this is week what? Week 6, spring 2025 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. All right, so let's head up. Please make sure you have your writing utensils, something to write on and something to write with. We are going to head up. Today it's Tuesday. I don't know how that happened. Tuesday, the 11th of January, no, February 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're going to be looking at the topic title. What is this? Oh yeah, section 1. Section 1. I want us to multiplying and dividing. We might get into dividing, I'm not sure. It depends on how quickly we understand how to multiply using scientific notation. Scientific notation.
You might have just cooked me just now.
All right, so yesterday we learned a very important formula. We learned how to express numbers in scientific notation. By the way, what do we use scientific notation for? Like, what is it used for?
Big numbers and small numbers?
Well,
We
to
use
express big numbers and small numbers easier.
very good, to represent big numbers and very small numbers in a compact way. And there's a formula that we used for scientific notation. What is another word for scientific notation? There's another word we use for scientific notation. What do we call that?
Standard form.
Standard form.
Standard form. Very good. So scientific notation is also called standard form. And we said that there are basically, 4 parts of scientific notation. The first part is that we have, you know, to write this again because we wrote this yesterday. The first part is that we have C, and C is going to be any number from what? Any number from what?
1 to 10.
From 1 to 10. 1 to 10. It has to be
1 to 10, but not including 10.
very good. 1 to 10, but it cannot include 10. All right.
Okay.
And then 10 is always the base, but what n has to be? N has to be what?
An integer.
N has to be an integer, right?
We have a question.
And the base is always 10.
Can I write this down, please?
If you wasn't here yesterday, you can. If you were here yesterday, you don't have to write it down again. Go ahead.
Mr. T. Oh yeah, I don't understand this right, but when you say from 1 to 10, but not including 10, why you just didn't put it as 1 to 9?
Because 9.5 is included. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 9.5, 9.6, 9.999. They are included, so that's why we are forced to say it that way. Or we could say it another way. But I don't know if you want to say it that way. It's kind of a weird way. We could use the absolute value symbol. So another way to say it, since you asked, is we could say that C is between, so C is between 1 and 10, but not including 10. That's another way we could say the same thing. All right, you prefer it that way?
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, multiply the following. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply these stuff. We're going to be using the rules of exponents to multiply them. So let's go ahead and multiply these. So we're going to have these numbers. Oh, and then when you multiply them, I want us to express our final answer. Express the final answer. Express the final answer in scientific notation. That's a good thing to do. So let's go ahead and multiply it. So the first thing we have, number 1, let's say we have 4 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. multiplied by 5 times 10 to the power of 4. So how are we going to multiply this? Any ideas? So we have these two terms, right? Let me put brackets over them. We have these two terms, right? And our goal is to multiply these two, right? So how are we going to multiply them? By the way, are these numbers in scientific notation? This one and this one, are they in scientific notation
Yes,
as well?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so they are already in scientific notation because 4 is between 1 and 10. Same thing with 5. 5 is between 1 and 10, and then the base is 10, 10 raised to the power of 3. Same thing we had, the base is 10, 10 raised to the power of 4. So we have 4 times 10 to the third power multiplied by 5 times 10 to the fourth. Any ideas how we gonna multiply
I
these?
think I have an idea.
Go ahead.
So I think first, we have to find the answer in the brackets first,
Mm.
and then we multiply those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do it into a scientific notation.
Nope. Oh. Good try, but
supposed to
no.
The first
multiply
power, was
four.
I right?
No.
Do we
Go
do the
ahead.
stuff inside the brackets first, and then
Nope.
we
Nope. Nope.
We're gonna
Nope.
multiply the log terms.
Say it again.
do
Go ahead, Shania. I think she wanted to say something.
Multiply the 4 and the 5,
Uh-huh.
and then the 10, and then you put like 3 minus 4, and then you work it out.
All right. Well, not minus, but I understand what you're saying.
So,
Okay. So Kanan, your way is not technically wrong. It's not. It will work, but that's not the way I want to do it. Right? It technically could work. It just will take longer, but it will work. So how are we gonna do this? We're gonna group our like terms. So we're gonna bring our what? Bring our constants together, right? And then we're gonna bring our numbers that have base 10 together, all right? That's what we're gonna do, all right? So if that's the case, what do we have now? This is gonna be equal to what? It's gonna be equal to, open bracket, 4 times what? 4 times what?
5.
Times 5, yeah. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by
10
10.
by 10
10 raised to the power of what?
with 70.
10 raised to the power of
raise to the power of 3.
raised to the power of 3
Oh, okay.
multiplied by what?
4
10
to the power of 10 to the power of 4.
10 to the power.
Okay.
Very good. 10 to the power of 4. Very good. All right. So that's the first step. The first thing we do is we group the like terms, right? Does that make sense to y'all first? Let me know, please, if that makes sense to y'all before I move further.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
we get
sir.
the 5
Yes,
from
sir.
the 10 to the 3 power.
Where you get them from?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Oh.
the 5, yeah, the 4 and the 5. Oh, okay.
You see?
Never mind.
You see where I got it from?
Yes.
So what I
Yes,
did
sir.
was I just got them from above, right? So I just took this 4 and this 5, right? And then I took this 10, right? And that 10, right? Does that make sense? All I did was group the like terms, right?
Yes, sir.
The constants together, and then the numbers that are base 10 together, all right? The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to say, okay, what is 4 times 5? 4 times
20.
5 is what? 4 times 5
20.
is 20. So bring that down. 4 times 5 is 20. Multiplied by, what is 10 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 4? That's going to be what?
70.
17? No.
70.
Seven.
T.
Seven- 70, who said
Remember,
70?
you're doing the
70.
exponents first.
Miss
70.
Morris, I think so.
Ms. Morris
Oh,
says
so
70.
you times it. Okay, yeah.
Anyone else?
Alright.
What y'all think? Think it's
10 raised to
70?
the power of 7.
Because 10 to the power of 3 is 30, and 10 to the
10 to
power
the power of 3 times 10 to the
10
power
to
of
7
4
powers.
10
will
raised
be
to the power of
120.
7.
100, the
Gonna
power
add the
of
Okay,
exponent.
okay.
700.
One at a time. All right, so what I heard was someone said 10 to the power of 3 is 30.
Yes.
Is that true? What is 10 to the power of
Yes, sir.
3?
10 to the power of 3 is 1000.
10 to the power of 3 is 10 times 10 times
Times
10.
Okay.
All right. 10 times
Oh.
10 is what?
3,000.
Not
I
3,000.
retract that. I
I
retract
retract- I
that.
know.
3,000.
Right? So it's gonna be what?
100 times
100 times 10. And what is 100 times 10?
1000.
1,000.
1,000, right? So it's not 30. Okay. So 10 to the third power is 1,000. 10 to the fourth power is what?
1,000.
10 times. 10 times.
10,000.
Times. 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Very good, 10,000. So definitely remember, I don't know if y'all remember the rule that I told y'all. This was like early on.
So you gotta go back to that power again?
So remember I said that if you have the same base and you're multiplying them, what you're gonna do to the powers?
You're gonna add the exponent.
You're gonna add the powers. So it's gonna be 3 plus 4, right? And so it's gonna
That's
be
what I understood.
it's gonna be equal to
7.
20, right? Times what? Times 10 to the power of what?
7.
10 to the power of?
7.
10 to the power of 7, very good. 10 to the power of 7. All right. Okay, does that make sense? All I did was I added the 3 and the 4. That gives me 7. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Right, going
Yes.
ahead.
Yes, he was
We
going ahead.
added the 3. We added the 3 and the 4 because, right?
Because they are what?
Because it's a rule, right?
Yeah, because the rule says that if you have the same base, you add the powers. So the same base is 10, right? Both of them is 10 as the same base. So we add the powers, so we add 3 and 4. And
Yes,
3
sir,
plus
thank
4
you.
is 7. Okay. Now, are we done?
Thank you.
Are we done? 20 times 10 to the 7. Are we
Yes,
finished?
sir.
You finished?
But
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
No, sir.
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Someone,
You can
No,
go
sir.
home.
We should put in
yes.
scientific notation.
are we finished?
Yes, sir.
No,
No,
wait.
Yes.
sir.
Oh,
No,
wait, no,
sir.
sir.
Is it in
You
scientific
gotta
notation?
times it by
Yes, sir.
200
No,
and
sir.
then divide it.
Is it in scientific notation?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No? Why you say no?
Because 20 is
Because
not
20
from
is
1
1
to
to 1
9.
and 10.
20 is too what?
1 to 10.
20 is too big, right? So
Yes.
20
Yeah.
needs to be what? 20 needs to be
Jordan.
shortened, right? So I gotta
Mhm.
show y'all a trick. So we need to make 20 less than 10. So what I could do is I could move the decimal point from here and shift it. So that means that instead of having 20, I'm gonna have what?
2.0.
2 point what?
2.0.
2.0.
Wouldn't it just be 2?
Yeah, 2, right? But I want to keep it as 2.0.
It'll be there.
But there's a cost. I can't just do that willy-nilly. There's a cost for doing that. And the cost for doing that, I have to do what? I have
You
to
start 1 to the power.
add 1 to 7. So it's gonna be 7 plus 1.
So
And
that'd be
7
like,
7 plus
that'd
1 is
be
what?
8.
8, yes.
8.
8.
So why you have to add 1, Mr. Petit?
That's the cost. That's the
Because-
cost. That's the cost of doing
Because
business.
of the 0.
Yeah, if I move it over, I automatically have to add 1 to the 7.
Yeah, because.
right? If I move it over to the left,
Point.
I'm moving the decimal point, yeah, to the left side. So if I'm doing that, I have to add 1 to the. In fact, if I move twice, I have to add 2. If I move 3 times, I'd have to move 3 times. So that's the cost of doing business. You can't move the decimal point without a cost, right? So you need to add that 8 here. Add 1 to 7, which gives us 8. So is this in scientific notation now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It most definitely is in scientific notation. I wonder if I add 8 or subtract. And I saying add, right? But let me verify that. It might be subtract. Let me show you the actual reason. Because I might have this wrong. I might have the it might be subtract 1 instead of add 1. So let me see if I'm right. So the idea is that, let me show you the actual reason for those who want to know. This is the actual reason. You have 20 multiplied by.
You get 8 because you add 1 decimal point.
Yeah, but I want to see if I suppose to add 8 or subtract 8. So I'm going to see right now. So 20 times 10 to the 7. I could write 20 as what? 20. I could write 20 as 2.0 multiplied by what? 10 to the 1 multiplied by 10 to the 7.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
What is the 8 by the 10?
I can explain that right now. So 2.0 times same base, add the powers. So it's going to be 2.10 to the power of 7 plus 1. And so it's 2.0 multiplied by 10 to the 8. Okay. Yeah, I suppose to add. That's right. Because 2.0 times 10 is 20. Good. All right. So that's right. So let me explain to you.
Mr. J,
Yes. One more time.
what number does this represent?
This number?
Yes, sir.
This one, this probably be like 2 billion. 2 and 8 and
200 million, I think.
maybe something like that. It has to be. You have just do it 8 times. Either 2 million, 200 million, or 2 billion, one of them. Okay, so basically, someone asked how I got the 8 here. I got the 8 because I added 1, and maybe I should write that down, right? Maybe I should show that. I just didn't want to do another step, but maybe that's an important step to add. It's going to be 7 plus 1, right? 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1. And it's going to be equal to 2.0. So it's 2.0 times 10 to the what? 10 to the 8, yeah. 10 to the 8. So if you want to add this line, so you could see how I got the 8, then I'll do that. Then you could do it like that. All right. Let me know if
the decimal point.
Yeah, we got that because we moved the decimal point once to the right. Sorry, once to the left.
Oh, okay.
And the consequence of doing that is we have to add 1 to the 7. Okay. Let me know if you understand this, please. Let me know if you understand this.
I understand it.
Let me know if you understand it.
Do it another.
I do. I do.
You do? Anyone
Excuse me,
else?
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
So if you were to per se move to the right, you would minus 1.
That's correct. If I had moved to the right, I would minus 1. Good observation.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, I need another example. I don't understand.
Need another example? Who else need another example?
We
Who
do.
else need another example?
Me.
That's another example to make sure I understand it.
Another example. Okay. So what are we doing? We are multiplying numbers that are in scientific notation. That's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and do number 2. Number 2. So let's say we have 3 multiplied by 10 to the power of, give me a number. Any number.
6.
6.
4.
All right. multiplied by the bracket
9.
2, I make it simple, times 10 to the power of
7.
let's do 5. We ain't gonna kill nobody. All right, good. So what is the first thing that I have to do in this question? What's the first thing I have to do for this one?
You
Oh.
bring constants together on
I have,
the.
yeah, I bring my constants together. So I bring my 3 and my what? And my 2. So my 3 and my 2, I have to bring them together. And what else? I have to bring the what? The,
Bases.
yeah, 10 to the 6, right? And also the 10 to the 5th, bring that together. So that means that on this side times the bracket, this is going to be 10 to the 6 multiplied by 10 to the what? 10 to the 5th power.
Fifth.
Yeah. And then this one is 2 and 3. So it's going to be open bracket. 3 multiplied by what? 3 multiplied by 2.
2.
Very good. It's going to be equal to. All right. So what did I do? Right? What did I do? Well, I multiplied 3 times 2. Again, I multiplied 3 times 2. So I got this, and I multiplied 10 to the 6, right? And 10 to the 5th power. Again, 3 times 2, and then 10 to the 6 and 10 to the 5th power. Okay, so when we do 3 times 2, what does that give us? 3 times 2 is what? 3 times 2 is?
6.
I don't like that number.
6.
Why did I do 3 times 2? No, let's change it. Let's use, I don't want 3 times 2. Let's use 5. Let's use 5. Okay, good. What is 3 times 5? That's gonna be what? 3, but it's 3 times 5. That's gonna be what?
15.
15.
15. 15. Good. Multiplied by what? 10 to the 6, 10 to the 5th is gonna be what? Same base, we're gonna add the powers, so it's gonna be what? 10 to the power of 6.
11.
6 plus 5, right?
Plus 5.
And that's gonna be equal to 15, right? 15 multiplied by 10 to the 6 plus 5 is what? 10 to the what? 10 to the 11. Good. And we're done, right? 15 times 10 to 11, that's our answer. We good to go.
No, sir.
It's
No.
more than 10.
Over 1 but under 10.
Yeah, it has to,
1 to 10. But not.
we have to make this in scientific notation. So if we want to do that, all right.
Want to make it 1.5?
Uh-huh.
Mr. D.
Uh-huh.
1.5 times
So we have to,
10
what we have to do,
plus 1.
we have to do what? We have to
You
move
move
over,
the decimal
Move
place.
it to the left.
move it to the left. So it's gonna be equal to what? 1.5,
1.5.
1.5, 1.5. Multiplied by what?
10
To
10
the
to-
11th power.
10 to,
11 plus 1.
Plus 1.
very good. So 11, so we're gonna add 11 plus what? Plus 1? And what is 11 plus 1? That's gonna be what?
12.
12.
12. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 multiplied by 10 to the what? 10 to the 12. That's how we got that. All right. Do we understand that? Let me know if you understand that, please.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Petit?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Mr. Petit? Hello?
Go ahead.
A bit.
Yeah. I just reached back.
You
But
want me
to
to
me it
explain?
looked like
Go ahead.
okay, yes, please. Because I was saying to me it looked like because you moved the decimal over, that's why you added the one over there.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. That's the reason.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We doing one more example, please.
You want one more example? Okay, we could do one more example.
Yes, sir.
All right, so before we do a next example, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do that for me, please. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Do we understand this or no? Let me know if you understand this, please. Or
I
no.
understand.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand this. We could do a grade, not good, a quiz on this.
Want a quiz on this?
Yes, sir. Mr. D, we could get a streak.
I don't believe that. We
Mr. D, watch and see.
we don't get a streak. Only the top 10 is get like a streak, and then after that it just goes out of control.
Please no.
One,
We could
four.
try our best today.
Please.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I just joined, so I don't really know what we're doing.
Okay, we're gonna do another example right now. All right, so let's go ahead and do that.
Hey, send my work.
Yes, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. All right. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who are new, what I need you to do is put your name when you send in the work so I can know it's you. Again, for those of you who are new, put your name when you're sending the work.
Mr. Petit?
I
read over the examples on the screen and I understand.
That's good. Where is Tayden Johnson? Can you hear me? Tayden, where's Tayden? Is he here? I pretty much saw him. All right, let's go ahead and do another example before we do other ones. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and do another one. So more examples. Okay, so for these ones, you could go ahead and put your answer inside the chat if you know how to do it already, right? Go ahead and put your answer inside the chat. If you think you know how to do it already. So let me put it on the screen so that y'all would have opportunity to try it on your own. There's gonna be example 3 and example 4. So let me split the screen. Split screen. and 4. All right, so let's say we have open bracket 6 times 6 times 10, 6 times 10 to the power of 7, close bracket, multiplied by 4 times 10 to the power of 5, close bracket. Again, if you know the answer, if you think you know how to do it, put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Again, if you think you know how to do it, put your hands inside the chat. And then the next one is going to be open bracket 7 times 10 to the power of 3, close bracket, multiplied by open bracket 3 times 10 to the power of 6. All right, again, take a picture of your, I'm sorry, take a picture. Put your hands inside the chat if you think you know how to do it. The rest of us, we're
The
going
chat
to,
disabled.
the chat is disabled. Okay.
For real.
The chat is disabled. Oh, wow. Let me go ahead and enable it. Good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, the chat disabled.
Try now. Try now. Try now. Where's Tayden Gibson? Tayden Johnson? Can you hear me, Tayden?
Yeah, I can.
It's either yes sir or no sir. Tayden, let me try it again. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So where's your brother? Your brothers? I don't see them on the meeting.
I don't know. I do not know.
Y'all don't live in the same house?
One does.
Who's that? Aaron or Carol?
Kai.
Where's he?
I do not know.
Y'all in the same house. Call them and tell them to come to class, please. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So how are we gonna do number 3? What are we gonna do? That's the first thing we're gonna do.
Open bracket 6 times 4.
Very good. So we have to deal with the 6 and the 4. So it's gonna be open bracket 6 multiplied by 4, close bracket. So we bring them together, right? We bring the constants together. And what are we gonna bring now after that?
The 10 to the power of
10 to the
7.
power of 7
Very
and
good.
10 to the power of 5.
That's correct. 10 to the power 7, 10 to the power 5. It's gonna be multiplied by open bracket. Open bracket, 10 to the power of 7, 10 to the power of 7, multiplied by, right? Multiplied by 10 to the power, 10 to the power of what? 5, right? Close bracket. It's gonna be equal to, what is 6 times 4? What is 6 times 4?
24.
24, very good. Multiplied by
10 to the power of 12.
10 to the power of, multiplied by
12.
So we have 10 to the power of 7 and 10 to the power of 5. So it's gonna be, oh my goodness, it's gonna be,
10 to the power of 7 plus 5.
so it's gonna be, wait out, 10 to the power of 7 plus 5. All right. It's gonna be equal to 24 multiplied by 7 plus 5 is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, very good. 10 to the power of 12. Good. All right, so at this point, what are we gonna do?
Right.
2.4.
Change 24 and 4
Change-
because it has to
2.4.
2.4. So we're gonna do what? Send this
change
over.
24.
Yes, into 2.4.
Yeah, it's gonna be
2.4.
equal to. Y'all learn very quickly, I must admit.
Mr. Petit, I don't know how you do this too, so I
10
point 2 inside the chat.
times
Oh wait, I put the wrong number.
So 2.4 multiplied by what?
10
10 to the power of what?
12 plus 1.
12
plus
plus 1. 12
1.
plus 1. Good. And
So it'd be
equal
equals
to what?
2.4
2.4. Very good.
times
Times
10
10
10
to the
uh-huh,
third
to
power.
the power of
13.
13. How many persons had this before me? Before me.
I did.
2.4
I
times
did.
10 to the power of 13.
I did.
Put it in the chat.
I was still working it out.
Still working it out. Still working it out. 2.4 times 10 to the power of 13. Is this in scientific notation? Yes or
I
no?
got that.
Yes, sir.
It is.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is in scientific notation. Because our base is 10. We have an integer as the power. And we have C that's between 1 and 10. All right, and so we good. All right, next one. Go ahead.
How far does the integer, like what number does it stop to?
Positive infinity.
Never mind. Never mind.
Don't worry about it. All right,
Excuse
so
me,
we,
Mr.
Yeah, so
Petit.
don't worry about it.
all right, no problem. Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I
Uh-huh.
remember one time, one of the questions for homework was, what's the largest integer?
Uh-huh.
I think it was like the largest whole number or something.
Uh-huh.
I know for sure I put infinity.
Uh-huh.
My teacher marked it wrong and say unknown.
Unknown.
How do you feel
Infinity.
about that?
Infinity is not a number. Because, all right, you say the largest number is in infinity, right? Right?
Yeah, really?
Well, let me say that the largest number is infinity plus 1. And infinity plus 1 is still greater than infinity. So,
Infinity
and then,
plus 1 is what is
and-
I didn't know it existed.
but
Is
then,
infinity?
if I say the largest number is infinity plus 1, then someone could say, well, the largest number is infinity plus 2. And so it continues on and on and on. So what does it mean? It means that there's no largest whole number, because for every largest whole number, you can find one that is greater. So there's
May I
that.
say something, Crypto?
Say it again.
May I say something?
Why am I adding this? Okay, so let's go and do this question. All right, what we have to do? We have two. Group D's, right? It's gonna be 7 what?
Times 3.
Times 3, right? Times 3. Oh boy. 7 times 3. And this is going to be, we bring this and that together, right? And so it's gonna be what? Open bracket. 10 to the what? 10 to the third power multiplied by what? 10 to, 10 to the power
10 to the
of
6th power.
10 to the power of 6. Very good. Good. And what are we gonna do at this point? We're going to we're gonna do at this point. We're going to
21. 7 times 3 is 21.
7 times 3, yes. So we're gonna do
It's
7 times 7 times 3 is
21.
21. Very good. And we
Times
must
10.
Times 10 power 9.
Times 10.
The power 9.
3
1
plus
second.
3 plus 6.
All right, so we have 21 times what? 10 to the power of what? 10 to the power
3
of
plus 6
10 to the power of
3 9
3 plus 6.
plus 6.
Good.
That's 21 times 10 to the power of 9. But then 21 is bigger than 10.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
2.1
Yeah. So 21 times
times
10 to the
10.
power of 3
to
3
the
plus
ninth
1.
power. That's
3
9 power.
6 plus 3 is what?
9.
Yeah, so 10 to the power of oopsies. Got it.
9.
Got it. So if it's the same base, we add the powers. So it's gonna be 10 to the power of 6 plus 3 is 9. And it's gonna be equal to. We are going to move it over once, right? It's gonna be
Yes,
equal to
sir.
what? It's gonna be equal to what?
2.1
2.1. 2
Times 10, 9,
10.
Plus
9
1.
plus 1.
power plus
9
1.
plus to the power of 9.
Very good.
9
Times 10 to the power of 9 plus
1.
9 plus 1. So we add it. Oh, it's actually 10 to the power of 10.
Yes.
So it's gonna be equal to
10 to the power of 10.
2.1 2.1
And I put
1
inside times 10 to the power of 10.
times 10
10
to the power of what?
power 10.
The power of 10. Excellent. Did anyone else get that?
Yes,
I got it. And I
Yeah.
put it inside the chat.
Put inside the chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
got it in the chat.
All right. Excellent. Good. How many brothers understand how we got these answers? Let me know, please, if you understand how we got this.
I understand.
I understood.
Understood.
I'm only hearing the same 3 persons. The rest of you, do you all understand? how I got these
Understood.
answers?
Understand.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Put N if you do not. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. And we can do it like that.
Good night. I was wondering if you could please go back to the first slide so I could take a screenshot. I just joined.
Yes, I could do that.
Thank you.
Again, put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Let me see. So Laura, very good. Brianna, Courtney. Most persons are saying that they understand. Let me see if I see any N's. Interesting. If you do not understand, anyone have any questions on this? Let me know, please, if you have any questions. I don't see any N, but if you have any questions, let me know, please, so I can explain it.
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Go ahead, Joel.
So for the multiplication part for the whole number, is there any chance that you don't have to turn to a decimal?
Yes, there's a chance when you don't have to change it to a decimal, because let's say, for example, we add 3 times 2, and if it's 3 times 2, just be 6. So you wouldn't have to make it smaller because it's already between 1 and 10. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Let's move on to the next section, I think. Let's go. I don't think we get to divide in these, so probably do it tomorrow. Life laughs. Okay, so we're gonna do something very easy. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, let's do it. So what I want us to do is I want us to go ahead and section 2.
Miss
Section number 2.
Vicky.
Go ahead.
Someone asked if you could go to the first slide.
Oh yeah, that's
Take
true.
a picture.
Crimson, that's true. Crimson, quickly take a picture of this.
Thank you.
Yes. Condoleezza, you have a question? Where's Condoleezza? I think she was saying something. Condoleezza. Which is she? Let me see if her mic is open. So someone asked if you get if we get like a double or triple number, what are we gonna do? So the idea is that you're going to move the decimal point until that number is like between 1 and 10. So that's the idea. So section 2, we want to solving unknown angles. Solving unknown angles using using geometry. Solving unknown angles using geometry.
Mr. Petit, would you like us to send you our work?
I didn't say send in the work key. Yes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. That previous slide. So solving angles in geometry. So let's go ahead and got a question or two with this. So for this one, you're gonna have to draw. We're gonna be drawing several shapes. Let's start off with the first one, which is let's say I have this triangle, and I want you to try your best to draw this triangle. So the idea is that we wanna find the missing angles, right? So find the missing angles, right? So please draw the shape for me, please. It is definitely a triangle. So you want to draw the shape right here.
Mr. Petit, you missing a N on unknown.
I missing an N on unknown. Okay, thank you. Solving unknown, thank you. So for this one, we have you have to figure out what B is. We have to figure out what C is, right? How we want to figure? Let's start off with B, right? So before we do that, let me know if are y'all drawing the triangle properly? Let me know, please, if y'all drawing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alexandria, Charlo.
Yes, sir.
Where's Alexandria? Alexandria, can you hear me? That's not good. I can't hear from Alexandria. Alexandria, can you hear me? Can't hear from Alexandria. Del Shannon, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I be excused for a couple seconds, please?
Yes, we can. Del Shannon, can you hear me? Where's Del Shannon? Is Del Shannon here? And Demi Kaylee, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you drawing this shape properly?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in the notes as yet?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Have you already sent it?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Danaj Moss, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in the notes as yet?
Yes, sir.
Put your name when you send the notes because I need to know it's from you.
All right.
It's not all right. It's either yes or no, sir. Danaj Moss. Destiny Johnson. Destiny Johnson, can you hear me? Where's Destiny?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in your work?
No, sir.
You need to send in your work, Destiny. All right, so we need to figure out how to get the angle B and angle C. Have we already drawn this yet or no? Let me know, please.
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've drawn it.
drawn it already.
I might know how to do this.
Um,
Mr. T, they
yes,
sent my answer in the chat.
you send your answer inside the chat. You already got your answer?
Working on it.
Working on it. Okay.
I have mine.
Anyone already got the answer? What you got?
For B, 43 degrees.
I'm for C 62.
For B,
C
which y'all have?
43.
42.
42.
43 degrees.
43.
43.
43.
And for B, what you have? I mean, for C, what you have? For C.
62 degrees.
62. Put your reason inside the chat for me, please. I want to know your reason. For it up. Thomasina turn request. Can you hear me? Thomasina.
Mr. Petit, who's talking to me?
Yes, put your answer, put your reason in the chat. Thomasina. Thomasina turn request. Can you hear me? Where's Thomasina? And Shamaya, can you hear me? Where's Shamaya?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Rashid Wilson, where's Rashid Wilson? Rashid Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in your work?
Yes, sir.
And Natea Watson. There's Natea.
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this down or no?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in your work?
I'm doing it now.
So you have to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do you know my phone number?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, good. So how are we gonna get B? What y'all answers for B?
Add 75 plus 43, then take away it from 180, and I'll give you 62.
B, huh? I mean B. My answer for
I
B.
think
I'm not
you
sure.
suppose
I'm right.
you
I
see
get
how
43 because it's vertically opposite.
yeah.
B, I want B.
Vertically opposite. And it's
Yeah,
43.
the same thing we said.
43. Okay, 43. Anyone else answer for B? Do y'all think?
43.
43? Why you say 43?
43.
Okay, so they're saying 43. I want to know why.
The two sides are vertically opposite.
Vertically
Because
opposite.
they vertically opposite.
What do you
Like
mean?
D directly.
What do we mean by vertically opposite? What does that mean? I never heard of that before in my life.
Like they have the same angle.
I don't understand what that means.
They're directly
It forms a C.
The two lines are intersecting.
No, I don't understand what you're talking about. What do we mean by vertically opposite? What is that? I never heard about that in my life. What is vertically opposite?
Like when
Angles that are vertically opposite.
Mr. Petit, you serious or you just joking?
He's joking because he
Angles that are equal.
yeah,
Just that are
see,
equal?
he's doing it right
I try so hard to understand.
All right, so these two angles here are what? They are what?
Vertically opposite.
They are vertically opposite.
Wow.
Vertically
I
opposite.
would have really believed he was saying he never heard it in his life.
No,
Vertically
he taught us
opposite.
more.
Vertically opposite, right? Now, what does that mean? That means that they are directly opposite each other, right? And vertically opposite angles, right? Write this down if you do not have it. Right, vertically opposite angles, vertically opposite angles are what?
The same.
Are equal, very good. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Uh-huh. Say it again. Say it again. You say draw it. Yes, you can draw it. Yes, draw it as well. All right, so what are the other vertically opposite angles that we have? Also on this side and also on what? This side. So we could call this C and D, right? This is what? Vertically opposite, right? So A and B is vertically opposite and C and D is vertically opposite. And one thing about vertically opposite angles, they are equal. Please understand that, or please remember that. So what do we know about vertically opposite angles? They are what?
Equal.
They are equal, right? So if we look at B and 43, they are what? They are what? Vertically opposite.
Vertically opposite angles.
So that means that we say angle B equals what? 43 degrees. 43 degrees. 43 degrees. And the reason?
Due to vertically opposite angles.
Reason is that vertically opposite angles vertically. Write this down for me, please. Vertically opposite angles. I taught you all this before, right? Angles
Yes, sir.
are equal. Are equal.
Yes, sir, you taught that vertically opposite angles, alternate angles, angles on a straight line, angles around a point. Stuff
All
like
right, you don't have to show off. All right, good. So vertically opposite angles are equal. So what is B? B is what? B is what?
43.
43 degrees.
43 degrees, good. Now I need C. How am I gonna get C?
Okay, so you add
45
Okay, one at a
minus
time.
180.
One at a time.
Okay, so you add
Joel, give someone else a chance.
A triangle is equal to 180, so you add 43 plus 75 to take it from 180.
He made a very important declaration. He said that what? What do you say about the triangles?
interior
Triangle
angles
is equal to 180.
Very good. The interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So what does that mean? That means that, let me erase all this. That means that, by the way, what your answer is for C? What your answer is for C?
75 plus 43.
Mine's 62.
The answer.
62 minus 180.
I have 62.
62? Okay.
62.
And you're locking that in. That's what you're locking in.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 62. Yes, sir.
I get the
Perfect.
answer. So,
All right. They locking that in.
I
So-
locked that in.
All right. All right. So we know that, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and, so we know that if we have A, if we have B, right? And if we have what? C, right? A, B, and C.
62.
62, A plus B plus C must add up to 180 degrees. Why is that? Because angles, the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And so, which means that 75 plus 43 plus C all must equal to 180 degrees. So in order for us to get angle C, what we have to do is we have to do what? So C is going to be, we have to first add. So we're going to add 43 degrees. All right, 43 degrees plus 75 degrees plus 75 degrees. And 43 plus 75 gives us what? 43 plus 75. 43 plus 75.
118.
118. So 118. All right. And then we subtract, right? So we're gonna subtract. So it's gonna be.
Subtract that from 180, give you 62.
you gonna subtract that by 180?
Yes, sir. So subtract, it's gonna be 180 because angles in the triangle add up to 180. So it's gonna be 180 minus what? 118.
118.
118, yeah, 118 And when we subtract 180 and 118, we get what?
62.
62 degrees. Very good. Which means that angle C
It's
plus-
62.
Yeah, so let's write that down. So angle C equals what? 62 degrees. Reason. Angles in a triangle add up to angles in a triangle add up to 180
Mr. Petit,
degrees.
I don't like how you're changing up the words, you know.
Angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. It's a new year, 2025. All right. Do we understand this? Let me know, please, if we understand this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do we need another example, or we could go to the quizzes now?
Oh, just one more for good.
We should go straight to the quizzes.
Straight to the quizzes.
One more for good
Yes,
measure,
sir, quizzes.
please.
Straight to the quiz.
Straight to the quizzes. Who do not understand how we got this? Who do not understand? Dior, you don't understand? Who else don't understand? If you do not understand, let me know. Don't be shy. Who else do not understand how we got our answer? Tayden, are you speaking? Because your mic is open.
I just laughed. My bad.
Do you understand how we got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Dior, you do not understand?
No, sir.
Okay, which one? A or B or both?
Both.
Okay. So the way are we gonna get B, Dior? B is what? Vertically opposite. So whatever this angle is, this will be. So if this is 43, what would B be?
43.
43 degrees. Very good. And what's the reason why it's B 43 degrees? Because what?
It's vertically
Very good. And vertically opposite angles are what?
are equal.
Are equal. Very good. So what does that mean? That means that if this is 43, what is B gonna be equal to?
43.
43 degrees. Very good. Next, C is what we're trying to figure out. And we know that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add, right? So we add what?
43 plus 75 degrees.
And that gives us what?
118 degrees.
118, good. So 43 and 75 gives 118. Then we subtract. We subtract 180
Take away
and 118, very good. And that gives us what?
62.
62 degrees. And the reason why we do that is because we add these two, 75 and 43. That gives us 118. And because angles in a triangle add up to 180, we do 180 minus 118, and that gives us 62 degrees. So angle C is equal to what?
62 degrees.
62 degrees. Right, that makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. There are 3 quizzes. Please, please, I beg you, please.
9.
Please.
I guess it's
get
12.
Get 100%. Get 100%, please.
Why should get 90?
We want to have our streak. We want to have our streak. Right? We want everyone to get 100%. All right. Shavarian, you hear me? Where's Shavarian?
I don't even do none.
Shavarian, you hear me? All right, good. So I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat. It's only 3 quizzes.
So sometimes with them angles they wouldn't have no numbers and it'll just be equal to 180.
What you mean?
Like I would have A, B, and C.
No, this is
you have a same example.
Oh no, this is just no, they wouldn't have it like this. They wouldn't have it like this. They're always gonna give you some numbers inside. That's like this. All right.
Thank you.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. All right, so let me go ahead and put this inside the chat quickly. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. There are 3 quizzes. Please,
Mr.
please.
Petit, I'm missing the quizzes in the chat.
Yeah, I haven't put it inside the chat as I'm going to.
He's gonna.
Once you've started the quiz, put started inside the chat again. Once you've started the quiz, Toriko and Kaino, I ain't even put the quiz yet. Again, once you've started the quiz, please put started in the chat. The quiz will be put inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and quickly do those quizzes. Our goal is to ensure that we have a streak of 100% from everyone. That has never occurred before inside this class. Hopefully tonight is tonight. The night of redemption. All right, go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And usually what I've noticed, the first 10 or so are usually the ones who get 100 most of the time. So if you are able to be a part of the first 10, chances are you got all right. Okay, so notice that for these ones kind of easy because I think there's a multiple choice. Are they multiple choice questions? Oh no. Are they multiple choice? Okay. Yeah, so these are easy. So again, go ahead and complete them.
Mr. Petit, I in the top 10 this time.
You're in the top 10? Who's that speaking? Who's
Michael.
Yes, you
No,
are.
Mr. Potato was the
Yes,
top
you
4
are.
yesterday.
Yes, you are. That's true, the top 4. Whoa. Woo. Excellent. Wow. You got the top 13. Everyone got 5 out of 5. Wow. Please don't mess it up. Please don't mess it up. Y'all are doing good. I think I need to give y'all more multiple choice. Solving. Let's see. All right. Everyone so far is impossible. Oh, wow. Wow, excellent. Go ahead.
The thing isn't allowing me to load it up for some reason.
You on your phone or your laptop?
Laptop.
Let me send it to you on your phone. Hopefully that works that way. This is
Yes, sir.
Alea. Anyone else need me to send the link in the chat? Some persons are asking me to send the link in the chat. Let me go ahead and do that. By the way, once you get your grade, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you get your grade, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Potato got to do the quiz over.
Let's not talk about that. I don't think so. Kaino? You mean the third one? Oh, wow.
The voice one.
Kaino, how? Oh my goodness.
And I don't know.
That's crazy. We would have a genuine streak. Oh my goodness. But I ain't gonna lie, the class is doing much better in this one. Everyone got 5 out of 5. Everyone except you, Kaino.
Oh, wow.
Well, never mind. Kaino, you got company. Where's Patrick? You and Patrick in the same boat.
Mr. Petit, I don't know how I get a 0. I submitted it before I started it.
Oh, okay. That happens. Let me look at these statistics. Because these would be good statistics.
I'm done, Mr. Petit.
Who's finished with all 3?
Yes, sir.
Who's that speaking?
I am. Kevin is.
Kevin A. Okay, excellent. Dior Smith, excellent, 5 out of 5. But no, on a serious note, everyone has gotten 5 out of 5. Like, that's insane. Well, never mind. Sorry. Who all finished all? Who all finished all 3? Finish all 3? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. If you finish all 3, put I inside the chat, please. If you finish all 3, put I inside the chat. Again, if you finish all three, put I inside the chat. Let me check the rest of these grades. But this is a very good one. Y'all are doing pretty good in general on this. That's pretty good. I might have to post the quiz again inside the chat for those of you who are. Yeah, very good.
I think the only way I got the first one correct is that I actually paid attention to what I was doing.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Y'all finished out really fast. I look like I need to do more multiple choice. When I don't do multiple choice, y'all do not do well. But excellent job. Okay, so let's move on. Let me go. I'm gonna put the rest of the work on the screen for those persons who are finished with the quizzes. So if you're finished with the quizzes, I'm gonna put the work on the board for us to do. What I actually wanted to do from all week, honestly. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so all right.
Mr. Petit, I don't get the quiz. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't get it?
Nope.
Look at the example.
I thought it was gonna be like how you have it on the screen. Like I doing the adding and everything.
Total bill. Okay. Okay, I want us to do this. Again, if you are finished with the quiz, the work that's on the screen, please complete. Again, once you finish with the quiz, the work that's on the screen, please complete. I'm gonna post it on the quiz. I'm gonna show it right now. Please work, like genuinely. Okay. Stop sharing. Share now. All right, so again, once you finish with the quizzes, I want us to do this great exercise. This one is on receipt and total bill. So the first one says, Mr. Roll. Again, for those who are finished with our three quizzes, this is what we have to do. These three questions. It says, Mr. Roll bought the following items from the store. Calculate his total bill. So we have 5 apples, 1. Go ahead, $1 for each. Yes.
Before we even do the working for that, is it that easy? Like looking at it, like it's saying add everything, or
which one? What you mean? You mean for the quiz?
No, so I mean the same as created exercise 1.
Oh, okay. So for this one, what you have to do is, so they say that 5 apples cost $1.04 each. So you have to multiply 5 times 104 to get this answer.
Yes, I mean basically adding them up together and then getting the change more than the $20.
Exactly.
I saying, is it that easy, or
yeah, that's it.
Some trickiness come down the line.
There's none tricky. The only thing, no, there's none tricky about this. It's just receipt and total bill. If you know how to do receipt and total bill, you should be good. Just okay, add them up, and then none tricky about this. So once you finish with your work, then you can go ahead. Once you finish with the quizzes, then you can go ahead and do the work that's on the screen. Let me repost the quiz inside the chat. Some people might need that.
Mr. Petit, the comeback is great.
I got 5 with 5 on all of them.
Mr. Petit, the comeback is great. You see how I get all right?
I see that. See that. Redemption song. All right. So who else is finished with the quizzes? Who else is finished with the quizzes?
I am.
I'm
done.
5 on all.
Good.
I'm done.
Okay, good. All right. So if you're finished with the quizzes, please go ahead and do receipt and total bill. Okay. So again, once you finish with the quiz, please go ahead and do this. Where someone mic is on. If your mic is on, please mute your mic.
Mr. Petit.
Mr. Petit,
Go
I
ahead.
made an accident on my quest. Not really an accident, right? But my name, I miss and put something as my first name.
Yeah, I see that. Christian Wilson, please redo your quiz. Where is Trinasia Roll? Trinasia Roll, can you hear me?
Alright.
Have you sent you on the quiz or the grade exercise?
On the quiz, but my stuff ain't trying to press. That's why I taking long.
So you're taking long, okay. And Thomasina Turnquest, where are you? Thomasina. Can't FMR. Rihanna Lewis, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So are you doing the quiz or the grade exercise? Which one?
The quiz.
The quiz. Which quiz are you on?
The second one.
The second one. Okay. And
Mr. Petit,
go ahead.
I just joined back, so I doing the first quiz.
Who's that speaking?
Maya Leo.
Maya Leo, okay. And Mark Albury, are you there? Where's Mark Albury? Mark Albury, can you hear me? Where's Mark Albury? Mark Albury, are you there? I can't have a Mark Albury. Michaela Mackey, can you hear me, Michaela? Michaela,
Yes, sir.
you on the quiz or the grade exercise?
Exercise.
Grade exercise. You finished all the quizzes?
Yes, sir. The other day when you were calling me, I was here. I found out that my headphones don't work with my computer.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. And yes, go ahead.
I was on quiz 3 on question 2,
Mm-hmm.
and the answer was on the wrong reason. And I pressed the answer that I thought it was with the wrong reason, and I get it right. So
Oh, okay. Okay. The answer with the wrong reason. Okay, thank you. Malicio Dorset, can you hear me? Where's Malicio? Malicio?
Yes, sir.
What are you in the quiz or grade exercise?
I'm in the quiz.
Okay. And Kamika Hepburn? Where's Kamika?
Yes, sir.
Are you in the quiz or the grade exercise?
With the exercise.
So you already done with the quizzes?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your notes and everything? Have you sent in your notes?
I sent in my notes, but I didn't take a picture of it.
Yeah, you need to take a picture of the quiz grades and send them, okay?
Okay.
And Aiden Adderley, where's Aiden Adderley?
Yeah.
Have you done the quizzes or are you still on them?
I finished quizzes.
You on the grade exercise now?
Yes, sir.
Alexandria Charlo, where's Alexandria? Keep on calling, I can't hear from Aiden Gray, can you hear me? That's Aiden Gray. Aiden Gray, can you hear me?
Okay.
Aiden Gray, can you hear me?
I could, but my mic isn't that good.
Oh yeah, what happened? What you have a different mic? Eh?
I'm not using the headphones, I'm using a Bluetooth headset.
Say it again?
I'm using a Bluetooth headset.
Okay, you have the chance to listen to another mic or another head, because I could barely hear you. Aiden Frandu, that's Aiden Frandu. Aiden Frandu. Can't hear from Aiden. Aiden Deal. Aiden Deal, can you hear me? That's Aiden Deal. Aiden Deal, can you hear me? Can't hear from Aiden Deal. The rest of us, are we on the grade exercise or are we on the quiz? What y'all working
Graded
on?
exercise.
Graded exercise.
Graded exercise.
Graded
Quiz.
exercise.
Quiz.
Okay, quiz.
Graded
Um,
exercise.
Okay. Daxia Smith, where's Daxia?
Quiz.
Daxia Smith?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing a grade
Are you
exercise or
doing
the
a grade
quiz?
exercise or the quiz? The graded exercise.
Okay. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Danaj Moss, where's Danaj Moss?
Yes, sir.
Grade exercise or the quiz?
Graded exercise.
Okay. Empress, what are you working on?
Graded exercise.
Okay. Where's Ariana? Is Ariana here? Ariana, can you hear me? Where's Ariana? I don't think Ariana is here. And Travanti Cooper,
Are
are you doing the grade exercise or the quiz?
the quiz.
The quiz. What quiz are you on?
Third one.
Say it again?
The third one.
The third one, okay. And Kavane Seymour, what are you working on?
Graded exercise.
Which one? One or two? Number one or two?
Number 2.
Number two, okay. Ren? Where's Ren? Ren, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How do you pronounce your name?
Right.
What's the last name is?
Williams.
Ren Williams, okay. Okay, what are you on, the grade exercise or the quiz?
I'm on the quiz, on the third quiz right now.
Have you sent me your notes, Ren?
I wasn't here last week. Wasn't here yesterday.
I mean for the day.
I'm about to send it right now, Mr. Petit.
Yeah, send it and also put your name so I can know that that's you.
Yes, sir.
Samaya, where's Samaya?
Yes, sir.
What's your last name is?
Walker.
Walker, have you sent in your notes yet?
Notice that I'm on graded exercise.
Okay. You need to take a picture of your work and send it to me. Sienna Scrawn, where's Sienna Scrawn?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a picture of your notes yet?
No, sir.
None of the notes is yet?
No, sir.
What are you waiting on?
I'm gonna send them now.
Yeah, take a picture of your work and send it to me. Ivory McKinsey, where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? I can't hear from Ivory. Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Oh no, I can't hear from her. And Ethan Bain, what number you on? Ethan Bain, can you hear me? Where's Ethan? Oh, can't hear from Ethan. And Durante Smith. Durante Smith?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Durante, are you doing
Yes,
the
sir.
quiz or the grade exercise?
I just finished the quiz.
Just finished the quiz, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer these questions. Are y'all done with the grade exercise? If so, what number y'all on?
Yes, sir.
I'm on number 2.
I'm number 3.
B3.
I'm finished.
I'm on number 2.
Number 2?
I'm finished.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and answer these questions. Any volunteers for number 1? Volunteers for number 1? No volunteers for number 1?
I'll do number 1.
I want to do it, but I actually didn't answer it yet.
Go
But
ahead,
I know how to
Michael.
do it, I think.
Go ahead, Michael.
So firstly, we have to find out the total cost for each of the items.
Mm-hmm.
So to find the total cost for each of the items, we'll have to times to find the total cost for the apples, we have to times $1.04 by 5.
So 5
Which will give
times 104 gives us what?
$5.20.
Good. And what else we gotta do?
And then to find the oranges, you divide 6 by 2, which is 3. Then you times 3 times 99, which is $2.97.
That is very important. For this one, please understand that it says you have 6 oranges, right? And 2 is for 99 cents. So the first thing you're gonna do here, you're gonna say 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2, which gives us what? Which gives us
3.
3, right? And you're gonna say 3 multiplied by what?
99.
3 multiplied by 99. Okay, multiplied by 99. And that gives us what?
$2.97.
3 multiplied by 99. $2.97. And that's how we got that. All right. So please understand that the first thing we're going to do is going to divide the 6 by 2 first. Okay. Then what we get for the watermelon?
The watermelon will just be $12.99.
Very good. The watermelon will just be $12.99. Because just one watermelon, right?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Any volunteers for number 2? Let me know, please.
I could do it.
Go ahead, Tavana.
So 5 apples.
You read the top first.
All right. Mr. King bought the following items from the food store. Calculate his total bills. So you have 5 apples, and they each cost $1.02. So $1.02 times 5 equals $5.10.
Yes.
And then 12 oranges, 2 for 99 cents, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 6 times 99 is $5.94.
Very good.
And then 1 cantaloupe is $13.99. And then the total is $5.10 plus $5.94 plus $13.99, which is $25.03.
Very good.
And then Mr. King gave the cashier 2 $20 bills. Calculators change. So you so you get $40, and then $40 minus $14.97. No, $40 minus $25.03.
Where you get the 40 from?
Because 2 times 20 is 40.
Very good. So we subtract 40 and $25.03, and that gives us what?
$14.97.
Very good. $14.97. Did anyone else get number 2? Did anyone else get number 2 besides Person?
I did.
Anaya?
I did.
Temi? Anyone else got number 2 besides those 4?
I got it.
Leo?
I got it.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
All right. Now number 3. Any volunteers for number 3? Thank you, Tavana and Micah so far. Any volunteers for number 3? Any volunteers for number 3? No one want to do number 3? Don't be shy.
I'm still writing. I didn't finish.
We still writing, Mr. Petit.
Still writing? We about to move. I have to take a screenshot because we're about to move from this.
I have a screenshot of it.
A screenshot, perfect. Number 3, anyone?
I could do it, but I don't have the answer ready in my book, but I understand how to do it.
Okay. I want Aiden Bean to do it. Go ahead, Aiden.
Oh.
So,
go ahead. Explain how we got our answers for number 3.
Read the question.
Yes.
Mr. Forbes, following items from the food store. Calculate this total bill. 6 items, 6 apples cost $1.10 each. 6 times $1.10 equals $6.60.
So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna multiply 6 times $101.10, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's what gives you the $6.60. Continue.
16 oranges and 2 for 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Divide 16 by 2, which will give you 8, and then 8 times 99, which will give you $7.92.
Very good.
2 buys us $5.99 each. 2 times $5.99 equals $11.98.
Very good.
And add them all up, and
Add them
your
all up.
total will be $26.
50 cents. Good.
Mr. Forbes gave the cashier two $20 bills. Calculate exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Two $20 bills equals $40.
Wait, say it again. Two $20 bills is gonna be what?
$40.
Class, what is two $20 bills? What does that give us? If you have two $20 bills, what is that?
$40.
40, very good. Because if we do 20 multiplied by 2, right? We have 2 times 0, which is 0, and 2 times 2, which is 4. So it's gonna be $40. Very good. What are we gonna do at this point?
We're going to do 40 minus $26.50.
Mm-hmm.
And that will give you $13.50.
Very good. I give you $13.50. Good. Do you all understand how to do these type of questions? This receipt and total bill? Let me know,
Yes, sir.
please.
Yes,
Let me know.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know.
Yes.
Who do not understand how we got our answers?
understand.
Who do not understand? If you do not understand how we got answers, let me know, please. Because they like to brain this question. So if you do not understand, please let me know. All right. Let's go. Take a screenshot of this and send it. Take a screenshot if you don't have all of it already. But if you do, then take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move on.
Mr. PT, I finished all my quizzes, by the way.
Good, excellent, my Leah. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can move from this. Be able to go on to the next section. A nice and easy section. Clear all drawings. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, so section number 3. Section number 3. Section number 3. We're going to be looking at complementary angles. So find the missing angles. So our goal is to determine what is the missing angles. And so let's go ahead and do this one. Let's say we have this guy. We only give you all 2. Say we have this. We're going to find the size of, stop suggesting that, please. So we have this. We're going to find the size of angle A. Similarly, if we have, say,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Malik, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, have you done the quizzes or no?
Yes, sir, I have.
How did you do on them?
I got all of them all right.
Very good.
Oh, 100%.
Excellent. So let's say we have these two. Stop suggesting. Good. All right, so we have these two questions that we want to do. What I want us to do is I want us to find the missing angles. Some of you may know how to do this, some of you may not know. Anyone know how to get the answers for this? What are we gonna do?
I do.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead,
I
Mike.
do.
Go ahead, Michael.
I know.
Yes, sir, I do too.
So for the first one, we have to subtract 57 from 90.
57 from?
Will give us from 90.
From
which will give
180?
us-
You say 180?
No, 90.
Why are you using 90?
Because it's a right angle.
A right angle, you want to use 90? Do we agree with him? He said you want to use 90 degrees.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Mention.
Yes, sir.
90-degree angle.
Why are you using 90?
Because you have the little box in the corner.
Because you have the little box in the corner and
Because
it's a
that-
90-degree angle.
The box represent 90.
Very good. This box represents 90 degrees, right? And this is what type of triangle? I said triangle. What type of angle? This is a what?
A right angle.
Very good. A right angle triangle. So it's a right angle triangle. Right, right.
How's it a triangle?
I said triangle. A right angle. Okay. All right. So it's a right angle. Okay. We know that we have this box shape and the box is representing 90 degrees. So if this is 57, what is A gonna be equal to? So A is gonna be
33.
A is gonna be equal to 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees minus what?
57.
57.
57 degrees.
Equals 33.
Equals to
degrees.
33.
33 degrees. Now what's the reason? What's the reason that we can give?
Complementary.
Because
Right angle.
Reason? What are we gonna say?
because it's in right
It's a
angle and it's
complement.
90 degrees.
Use the heading. I gave you all the answer in the heading.
It's a
It's a complementary angle.
So complementary angles. Complementary angles. What add up to? What 90 degrees.
degrees.
Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. So 57 and 33 are complementary angles because they are 90 degrees. So we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. We also know that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. And finally, we know that complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Do we understand how I got A in this first one? Let me know if you understand how I got A.
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. So that means that
Yes.
let's do number 2 by I want y'all to do number 2 by yourself. Write it down, draw everything, and then put your answers inside the chat for me once you get it. So we're gonna call this one number 1, and we're gonna call this one number 2. And let me see. Put your answers inside the chat, please. Let me see what y'all have.
Excuse me, Mr. Potato, put my answer in the chat.
Oh, no problem. I did 90 plus 57. Then I got 147. And still got 33. 90 plus 57. Then 180 degrees minus. No, don't do it that way, Ethan. Do not do it that way. That's not right. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Unless. No, don't do it that way, Ethan. Okay, what we have for number 2? What's number 2?
38.
39.
I mean 39. Sorry, I said wrong thing.
You sure?
I also got 39.
Don't fall into the trap.
Because
39.
Oh, I put the wrong thing too.
I see you have 38 inside the chat. It's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. Nothing wrong with being different.
Different is another word for wrong in most cases.
Mr. Petit, it maybe was a typo.
Maybe it was a typo. All right, let's give him that. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're going to subtract. So we say what? A is equal to what? A is equal to 90 degrees. 90 degrees minus what? Minus
51. 51.
51 degrees.
What's 39?
And
Equals
I gives you
39.
I gives you
39 degrees.
39 degrees. Very good. What was the reason? What's the reason? What's the reason?
The reason is a complementary.
Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees.
Very good. Very good. The reason is that complementary angles
add up to 90 degrees.
Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do we understand how we got answer? Let me know if you understand how to get these answers.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right, good. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Is there anyone who do not understand how I got this? If you don't understand, please let me know. If you do not understand, let me know, please. But essentially all we're doing is subtracting 90 degrees from whatever angle that they give us. All right, that's basically it, because these angles are complementary angles. All right, that's basically what we're doing. Keep all right. All right, for this one, let me go ahead and put it inside the chat. I'm going to put the quizzes inside the chat. Everyone should get 100 on this. This is not difficult. The quiz is going to be put inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. We expect everyone to get 100% on this. It's not an easy concept and it's not a hard concept. So quickly do the quizzes. Send it to you on.
The quizzes, please.
Yes, I can. Again, once you finish with the quizzes, what I need you to do is take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with the quizzes, take a screenshot of the grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone should do well on these quizzes. Let's see. This is going to be complementary angles. Yes. So do your best on them. They should not be difficult, by the way. The first one is out of 10. So if you get
put the numbers alone or degrees behind it.
No, don't put degrees behind it. Put the numbers alone.
All right, yes, sir.
Very good, Michael. Very good, Michael. Cambridge. First one to get 10 out of 10. Excellent stuff. Jada, very good. Crimson, very good. Dinaj, please redo your quiz.
No, the streak.
You know what? I stopped. I checked out, man. I checked out. It's not. I just got accepted. It's not happening. Okay, let's look and see. Very good, Malik Rule. Very good, Shamaya Borrows. Very good, Aiden. Sashanik. Sashanik. How? Trayvon, how? Philip Monroe, how? Please redo your quiz. But the rest of you are doing pretty well. That's good. Again, please take a picture of your work and take a picture of your quiz grade and send them if you WhatsApp. The goal is to get 100% on the quiz. Passing score of 80% was last semester. This semester we're aiming for perfection. Empress, are you here? Where's Empress? Empress, are you here? Where's Empress?
Yes, sir.
Quiet today.
Yeah, I broke my screen.
You broke your screen. Wow. Wow. What screen? What you mean your what device? What device is that?
My MacBook.
Your what?
My MacBook.
Oh my. In tears, literal tears. All right. Okay. Very good, Micah. Very good, Jada. Very good, Malik. Very good, Ralph. Very good, Lavender. Very good, Shamaya. Very good, Amaya. These persons have done the second quiz successfully, and they are part of the top 10. Very good, Aiden Bean, top 10. Very good. Who else? One more person for the top 10. Who's gonna take this slot? One. Yes, go ahead.
What about me?
I accidentally subtracted the whole thing, so like I actually did the whole work in, and then like I got everything wrong.
Oh my. Be careful. Top 10 for quiz 2, Micah, Jada, Malik, Ralph, Lavender, Shamaya, Amaya, Aiden, and Kaino. The rest of you are doing pretty good too. Except for Jaden Branchador. Jaden Branchador, please redo your quiz. Jaden Branchador, please redo your quiz. Very good, Genesis. Top 20. Very good, Empress. Top 20.
My lord, I try so hard for the last 10.
Shamaya Miller, please redo your quiz. Jada Lewis, please redo your quiz 3. Very good, Destiny Johnson. Very good, Lavender Johnson. Okay, the rest of us, make sure you complete all 3 quizzes. Very good, Ren.
I send you a picture.
Who's that speaking?
Empress.
You sent me a picture? Picture of what?
My screen.
Oh, wow. Let me see. Okay. Again, once you finish with the quizzes, are we done with the quizzes? Or what quiz are y'all on? What quiz are y'all on now?
I'm finished.
Finish? Anyone finished with quiz 1? Is anyone finished with quiz 1? Oh, wow, Empress.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Oof. That is terrible.
All I did was click the screen, you know. That's all I did.
That is, wow. Wow, wow, wow. MacBook Air. All right. Condolences goes out to. All right.
Moment of silence.
I know, right? All right. Are we done with these quizzes? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir. I'm on the third.
Yes, sir. I just finished the third one.
Finish all 3? Okay. All right. So for those of you who are finished with for those of you who are finished with the quiz, let's do one more question. I want to do it on the black screen. It's only for those persons who are finished with quiz 3. They get to do the Batman Dark Incognito mode question. Only if you finish with quiz 3. All right, so let's say we have.
So, Mr. Deep, what's so special?
You get
I know you don't need to put this out on special occasions.
Yeah, we're gonna do a challenge question. So 2a squared multiplied by 10 to the power of 5 multiplied by 5a squared multiplied by 10 to the power of 6. If you are finished with the quizzes, you can do the incognito mode challenge question. Black backdrop. Batman backdrop. The Boogeyman backdrop. Kendrick Lamar. Boogeyman backdrop. We get to do it.
We answering it in the chat.
Answer it inside the chat. I think that'll be good. You could do the work in your book, but
We
answer
don't
it
have to
inside.
write it down.
You could write it down if to do it, but if
Mr. Petit,
you
I can't do the quizzes because the kids don't want to do.
who's that? Trinasia?
Yes, sir.
You on your phone or your laptop?
How my iPod?
On your iPad? What you mean they don't want to do it? Don't want to click?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. This is scientific
Like when
notation.
I could press on it, but I can't put in the answers.
You could press on it, but you can't put on the answers. That's interesting. Wow. How can we
Excuse
solve
me, Mr.
that?
Petit. This scientific notation.
Yes, put your answer in scientific notation insofar as possible. Make sure that the whole numbers are in scientific notation, I should say. Ethan Bean? Where's Ethan? Ethan Bean. Where's Ethan? All right. What did y'all get for this one? Or y'all didn't start it yet?
I still doing it.
Still working it out? Okay.
I done.
You done? Put your hands inside the chat. Let me see what you got.
Mr. Petit.
Let me
Miss
see.
Petit, I think I get it.
You think you get it? Who's
I
that?
get
Michael.
Oh, Micah?
Yes, sir.
Put your answers inside the chat. Put your answers inside the chat.
Mr. Petit, I put my answers inside the chat.
I see Nakaria, Ralph, Aiden Bean, Kaino, Empress, Travon, Alea, Jada. Okay. Those are the persons who answered already. The rest of us, are we still doing the quizzes or are y'all on the challenge question?
I almost finished
Almost finished
the
what?
challenge question.
Challenge question. Okay.
Me too. Almost finished the quizzes.
I'm about to finish quiz 3.
Okay. This is not really hard though. This is not really a hard question, to be honest. It's not difficult. All you need to do is remember the same principles that we did before. So let's go ahead and answer this, right? So we're gonna say 2a squared and combine that with what?
10
Combine-
raised to the power of 5.
5a squared.
I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Combine
What I
these two.
did?
2a squared
Mr.
multiplied
Petit,
by
I
what?
put my answer in the chat. You could check it, please.
5a squared.
5a squared. Right? Close bracket. Multiplied by what bracket?
10.
By
10
10.
to the 5th and 10 to the 6th. So 10 to the 5th multiplied by what? 10 to the what?
6.
10 to the 6th. Close bracket. Okay, what are we gonna do here to combine these two?
We're gonna multiply 2a
Yeah.
by 5.
So 10.
10a squared.
10
Not squared.
a
To the power of 4.
to the power of
4.
4.
the power of
4.
4. Yes. Multiplied by
10
10.
to the power of 11. Power of 11.
How I got 4? Who's asking that?
Add the exponents.
Natasha? Okay, because 2 plus 2, same base. Add the powers. So 10 to the power of 4 multiplied by, okay, it's gonna be 10 to the 5th plus 6 is what?
11.
11. So it'll be 10 to the power of 11, right? And then if you wanna write this in scientific notation, we technically can't write it.
There's no point.
We technically can't write it in scientific notation because of the 8 to the power of 4. But if we want to insist on only the whole numbers being in quote unquote scientific notation, we'll bring that over. And this will be what? 1.0
1.0
a to the power of 4 times what?
multiplied
10 to the
10
power of
to the power of 12.
Power of 12. Good. Did anyone get this? I mean, if you all got this.
Yes, sir.
Who all got this? I mean,
Yvonne.
I got that.
I got it wrong.
I got it wrong.
I got
Okay. Who all got? I really want to know who got this. Who all got this?
I keep getting the answer backwards. I don't know why.
Because you
forgot it couldn't be 10
Mr. Petit, I did stop
I
by
got
the
it.
third part. I stopped by the second part because I was saying because the A there I couldn't do it no further.
yeah, because these are it's multiplication, so you could multiply them. Yeah, so just something to think about. We have to move on to health science and general science. Can't wait. If you are not doing health science or general science, you can leave. But for those of us who are doing health science and general science, we are going to do that. Very nice. Health science, general science, love the sciences.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Steve.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Again, for those of us who are doing health science and general science, please stay back. If you're not doing health science or general science, you can leave. Wonderful night.
Good night.
Mr. Petit, thank you.
No problem. Thank you as well. I really like the sciences. I really love the sciences when I'm ready. When I was in school, my major, well, not major, but my thing was academic science. So I did physics, chemistry, and biology. It was good. Until we reached grade 12, and it was stressful, but it was nice. Okay, so the last thing we did in this is a good topic today. The last thing we did in health science was basically did we do the teeth? We did the teeth, right?
Yes, sir.
The last
Yes,
thing
sir.
we did was that quiz. Like I gave you like a past paper thing, and we did all of those stuff. You want to do that again or just a topic?
We did the teeth, we did the
We could do the quiz again.
The past paper.
No, no, y'all are right today. I want to do something very nice. Just always ask, so let's do this. Let's talk about the blood. All right, the blood. They love to ask questions about the blood.
Good
Blood
night.
is- Good night. Good night. Let me erase this. And put this here. And let me clear all drawings. Okay.
Science.
Can you not scream into the mic? That'd be nice. Love the enthusiasm, but can you not scream into the mic? All right, Cleveland. Where's Cleveland? Now you going hiding. Today is what? February.
2024.
Yes.
5. What I
Right.
stuck in last year.
I know, right? I don't even feel like it. Like it's a new year. Still feel like last year. I don't know when I could sink in. Today is subject is what? Health science. And the topic is the blood. The blood. What is the blood? What is the blood? Anyone can answer. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now. Come on.
A substance.
A substance. I need more. Since it's the blood, let's do all
The
red.
warm red
Blood
liquid
is
that
a
runs
liquid
throughout
that
the whole
transport
body.
oxygen around the body.
So blood is a liquid, you're saying. So you're making the case that blood is a liquid. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
What is the blood?
Blood is a liquid that keeps us alive.
It's a
Blood is a
fluid
liquid.
that
Blood is a
runs through
fluid.
the
Okay.
circulatory system.
Runs throughout the whole body.
It's a fluid that runs through the whole body. Okay.
Blood is a liquid that helps with the circulatory system.
Okay, it's a fluid, it's a liquid. It's a part of the circulatory system. All right, do you know that blood has multiple components? Like, even though I know you see like that, red fluid that comes out, blood has parts, right? Like the blood is made up of different parts.
Cells, nutrients, and oxygen.
No, like, so this is blood, right?
Plasma.
So this is
And then
blood.
the thing that is make it coagulate.
Very good. Thank you, Tavana, for teaching my entire class. Are you done?
Bye bye.
All right, so this is blood. So blood is made up of these different parts, right? All of this is blood, right? And obviously you have the blood vessels. This would be what? Artery or vein? Sorry, this part right there.
It's the artery.
It's an artery.
Artery.
Artery. It's an artery because it's red. So arteries are typically denoted as red. Veins are denoted as or represented in the diagrams as blue. But they're not actually red and blue in your body. So don't think that that's the case. But the red ones is the artery. And as you can see, this is blood, right? This splashy thing, that's plasma. That's the liquid part of the blood. This one right there, that's the leukocytes. That's the white blood cells. What does the white blood cells help to do?
And off the
diseases and germs.
Yes, fight off diseases and germs. And we have these
Transport iron.
These cells. What do you call them? These are
Red
what?
blood cells.
Red blood cells. Does the red blood cells have a nucleus?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No.
Not the mature ones.
No, they don't have a nucleus. Why?
For more space to carry iron.
They don't have a nucleus because they are going to transport oxygen. And so their function is to transport oxygen throughout the body. So that's what they need. They don't have no nucleus. And then what else we have? We have these little things here. What are they called? These little things.
Platelets.
Platelets, very good. Platelets, the function of platelets is to do what? Platelets do what?
Help the blood clot.
Help the blood clot the blood. And then, am I missing anything? So we have platelets, we have white blood cells, we have red blood cells, plasma, the liquid part. I think that's all. Okay, so this is the blood. Now, about 55% of the blood is made up of plasma. The rest is the red blood cells. So the red blood cells make up the majority of the blood. That's why the blood is red, right? Get it? Red blood cells. But what gives the blood its red color? Something inside the blood.
Hemoglobin.
Say it again.
Hemoglobin.
Yeah, hemoglobin gives the blood its red color. Okay, so that's with the picture. We don't have to draw this picture, obviously, but it's a good reference point. Let's go ahead and so blood is actually, yeah, it's a fluid, and I can accept that, but blood is actually a tissue, right? Interestingly enough. And it has many functions. So blood has many functions, right? In the human body. So blood has many functions in the human body. 5 of these functions are, number 1, blood what? Transports
oxygen around the body.
Transports what?
Oxygen around the body.
Very good. Transports oxygen around the body. Transports digested food, right? And waste products. Through, why I say around the body? I'm sorry. Through the body. Through the body. The blood helps to control the body temperature. Do you know how does the blood help in controlling the temperature of the body?
It brings warmth.
It will bring warmth. How? How does the
'Cause
blood
like
bring
the
warmth?
the blood warm.
The blood is warm. Have you ever noticed like when it's very cold? When it's very cold, right? What is a good indication that you know that it's cold?
Your fingers are white.
Your fingers are white. More than that, your fingers are what?
The hairs stand up on your body.
Yeah, stands up. So let's say, right? Let's say goosebumps every day.
Then you see like the smoke coming out your mouth.
Yes, that's also good. But I mean, like, let's say, right, it's cold. Let's say it's very cold, and you go to shake somebody's hand. How would their hand feel?
Cold.
Extremely cold, right? And why is that? Why is their hand feeling cold?
Because of the
Because the blood is flowing in the opposite direction.
Because the blood is flowing in the opposite direction. So here's the thing, right? Your body is very smart. Your body is like, listen, we're not gonna die here. So let's say we have this person, human guy, right? Okay. So we have this person, and let's say it's very cold. So since it's very cold, oh boy, he was doing so well. Okay, so let's say we have this person, and remember it's cold, right? So since it's cold, the blood, what the body's trying to do, the body's trying to self-preserve. So it's gonna say, okay, right now, your internal organs need more warmth. So if we're gonna die, we're gonna make sure our internal organs are safe, right? So what happens is the blood moves more blood is brought to your core. Because what's in the core? What's in the core?
The vital organs.
The vital organ, the heart.
Lungs. Oh.
You have the stomach, the lungs. And it's like, listen, if we're gonna die, in order to preserve us, we're gonna make sure that the core is warmth. Like hands and fingers, listen, y'all, if y'all gonna go, y'all gonna go. But we're gonna make sure that our vital organs are protected. And that's the way how I control the body temperature. So it's there to make sure that the warmth is brought to the core. Also, the blood also, if it's extremely cold, like I said, the blood vessels is gonna dilate, right? Because we call that vasodilation. And what that means is that your blood cells, not blood cells, but your blood vessel, it's gonna open up, yeah, it's gonna open up. It's gonna dilate so that more blood is gonna be able to be on the surface. So it can keep you a little bit more warm, right? And that's how it helps to control the body temperature through thermoregulation. So next, it helps to protect the body, from what? From diseases, so from pathogens and germs. And then it also transports hormones and nutrients around the body. So let's look at the components of the blood. So let's look at the blood components. Let's talk about that. So blood components. And this can y'all like not do that? Okay, blood components. So the components of the blood. So the first component of the blood is going to be a plasma. This is the what? This, help me out. This is the what? Liquid part of the
blood.
The blood. It makes up 55% of the blood. The plasma. So the plasma is the liquid part of the blood. That's why the blood is basically a liquid of life, right? A liquid of life. The Bible says the life of the flesh is in the blood, right? So you need the blood. But one of the components of blood is the plasma, right? What is the,
Did they just make it like oil colored in the example just so it's easy to tell the difference between the different parts?
No, that's how it actually is. Like if you have like there's this thing that I think it's called a centrifuge, and if you like separate the blood in the different parts, the plasma would be pale, right? And it contains, yeah, it would be pale, and it contains, let me show y'all. It contains water. Like I said, this is the plasma right there. It contains water, salts, proteins. It's the plasma, the liquid part of the blood. Then we have the the red blood cells. This is what? It's a
The
specialized.
part that carries the oxygen around the body.
Very good. Carries oxygen.
Throughout the body.
Yes, throughout the body. Carries oxygen. Boy, it's actually you wouldn't let us live. Throughout the body. Okay. And then red blood cells. That's the red part. Red blood cells are also called erythrocytes. Erythrocytes. It consists of, this one say 45%. But the book I'm using says 43, so this consists of 43%. 3% of the blood. That's a huge part. So basically, if you really think about it, that's a lot. So your blood is basically plasma and red blood cells, basically. Now there are other parts, but like you're talking about like the trunk. 55% of it is plasma, and then 45% of it is 45% or 43%, depending on who you ask, is red blood cells. So that's basically your blood. Now, there are other parts, so let's go ahead and talk about it. The next part is definitely going to be the white blood cells. So white blood cells. This is the defense. So the white blood cells fight off germs, pathogens, and germs. White blood cells. White blood cells. And then we have the platelets. The platelets, these are going to be the platelets. This helps to clot the blood. So imagine if you didn't have platelets, right? Like if you get a cut or something, like how would it heal?
Isn't there like a disease where people can't form platelets?
Say it again.
Isn't there like a disease or something where people can't like platelets in their body?
Yes, there is a disease where persons can't clot blood. So if they get a cut, they'll be in serious problem. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of the disease is. Let me look it up. Disease.
I have a friend
Where?
who has.
Say it again.
I have a friend who has that.
Really?
Yes, she discovered it in grade 4.
She discovered it in grade 4.
Yeah, that's when she first ever did something dangerous.
Wow. Hemophilia. That's the name of the thing. Hemophilia. The inability to clot blood. That means they'll just, if they don't get help, they'll bleed to death. Hemophilia, the inability to clot blood. Wow. That is not good. So when we say clot, we just basically mean like, you know, when you get a cut and it, you know, start to heal and stuff. So this is a good picture. As you can see, normal clotting, it prevents it from continuing. But this one, blood is not clotting, so it's not good. It's a nice picture. Whoever draw this was nice. All right. Then platelets. That's it. Plasma, red blood cells, platelets. And the
blood vessel.
No, blood vessels is not part of the blood. It's like a pipe. It's the vessel through which the blood flows, right? Every human being has 7 to 10 pints of blood. And if you lose too much, then you would you could die. But what you could do is there's something called blood transfusion. And blood transfusion basically is when, say for example, I need blood, or someone inside there need blood, you would get blood from someone, and then they'll give it to you. All right. What's the name of the blood group that could take blood from all
Blood type O.
Blood type AB.
AB, AB, which is mine.
What's the blood that could take? What's the blood that can take
my blood
from all other groups?
AB.
AB.
AB positive, very good. So AB positive, AB positive, right, is the blood type that can take or receive. I can take blood from all other groups. And then we call this blood type. What do we call it? The universal
receiver.
The universal recipient. All right. And who is the universal donor?
O negative.
O negative, right? So while O negative is.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Did you know how that in blood dogs have 10 types of them?
I don't know about dogs. I really don't know. I can't say. while O negative can give blood to any other blood group. Uh-huh.
I will find out the name of your blood.
You could go to any lab and then you could get tested. Or you could, like, when you are like giving out blood to people, like blood transfusion, they'll tell you what your blood type is. All right.
No, I understand that, but like I mean, like how they understand like what the name is.
Oh, that's scientist, man, doing their thing. While O negative can give blood to any other blood group. We call this blood type the what?
Universal donor.
Universal donor. So A positive. So A positive is the universal recipient. O negative is the universal donor. All right. Alexandria Charlo, can you hear me? It's Alexandria. I really can't hear from a class. What do we call the universal recipient? Which blood group is the universal recipient?
AB positive.
AB positive. And what blood group is the universal donor?
O negative.
O negative. Oh, the other types of blood is A. So A, B, and O. Right? That's in general. So 4 blood types. Let me just write it down. 4 blood types. 4 blood are A, B, AB, and O. Okay, that's all you need to know about blood. List 2 functions of blood. List 2 functions of blood.
Blood. It helps
to control the temperature of the body.
Very good. Helps to control temperature of the body. Ajani? Where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me?
Yes.
Tell me, what are the functions of blood?
Pardon me?
What are the functions of blood? The functions of blood.
Number 1, transports oxygen to the body. Number 2, transports digested food and waste products to the body. Number 3, helps to control the body temperature. Number 4, helps to protect the body from pathogens and germs. Number 5, transports hormones and nutrients around the body.
Very good. Class. About how much blood is inside the body?
7 to 10 pints.
7 to 10 pints. Very good. 7 to 10 pints. And how much percentage of the blood is plasma?
55%.
55%. Very good. What do we call platelets? Sorry, what are the function of platelets?
So when someone gets cut to stop the bleeding.
Yes, helps to clot blood. Very good. Very good. All right, and white blood cells. What's the function of white blood cells?
To fight off pathogens and germs.
To fight off infections.
Fight off infections. Very good. All right. All right. Once you finish with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Okay, go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move on from that and go to general science.
Mr. Batik, what have you been taking general science?
Who's that speaking?
Tarika Curtis.
If you're not doing general science, have you already sent in the work?
I can go send it right now.
Yes, once you've already sent your work, and if you're not doing general science, then you can leave. All right.
Okay.
If you're not doing general science, you can leave. Okay, so let's go ahead and move from here. Are we done with the slide? Let me know, please. You know. So today is, my name is Mr. Petit. Oh boy. Subject is general science, general science, general science. Work done and power. Work done and power. Okay, so the last time we were here, we dealt with work. Can anyone remember the definition of work? Scientifically. Scientifically. What we said,
Like when you
Joules, work equals joules something times.
work equals something,
Work is
something.
movement.
Work is movement.
And then when a force is applied to an object.
When a force is applied to an object.
To moving.
And it moves in the direction of the force. All right. So scientifically, no work is done if no movement takes place, which means that work is done when you ride a bicycle. Why? Why work is done when you ride a bicycle? Because there's
the bike moving.
Because you have to pedal the bicycle.
There's
to move
movement.
It.
There's movement. Work is done when you lift. When you lift a bag of groceries. Why is that the case?
Because there's movement.
Yeah, because you're lifting the groceries from off the ground,
force of-
right? Yeah, right. You're lifting the groceries from off the ground, and when you push a box across the table, okay? But work is not done when you push against a wall and the wall does not move.
Because you're trying to push a whole house.
Or when you are standing holding a heavy load.
So, Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
even if you put like all your force into the wall,
Even if you put all your force into the wall, yes. And the wall does not move, no work is done. So the formula for work, the formula for work done is the following. So work is done when you have the force, right? Right, you have the force and you multiply that by the what? The distance. Yeah. So force multiplied by the distance. That's when work is done. The force multiplied by the distance. And work is measured in Newton meters or joules. Okay. So if we say, for example, if I say Ryan lifts a box using 7 newtons of force. Three meters onto the table. How much work did he do? So remember, in order for us to find out how much work did he do, what must we do? We have to do what? To say
Multiply force by distance.
Very good. So work is gonna be what? Force multiplied by distance. It's gonna be what? 7 what? Newtons multiplied by what? 3 what? 3 meters. That's gonna be what? 21
joules.
Newton meters, because Nm. And Newton meters is the same thing as
Joules?
Joules, yeah. So it's gonna be 21 joules. All right. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please. That makes sense to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Only 2 persons are answering. The rest of you, does that make sense to you? How we got to answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how do we find the work? Work is what? Work is what?
Force times distance.
Force times distance in the direction of the force. So the force is how much? What's the force? What's the amount of the force?
7 newtons.
7 newtons, very good. And what is the distance?
7 newtons of force by 3 meters.
3 meters. So we say 7 times 3, which gives us what?
21.
21
And
joules.
then you put the N next to the M.
Very
in the
good.
answer.
Very good.
Meters
So
equals 21.
very good. So now we're going to talk about power. So power is, so we know how to calculate work. Let's do power. Power is a measure, of the rate at which the work is done. So how fast is the work being done? That's what power is. So again, power is a measure of the rate at which work is done. The rate at which work is done. All right. The formula expressed mathematically. So we have 2 maths classes, don't we?
Maths is science.
We have
Science is maths.
math is the queen of sciences. So power is going to be equal to power is measured in watts, and power is the rate at which work is done. So how much work is done? So work, we express that, so we express it as a ratio, right? Work, how much work is done? So work, we know work is joules, right? How much work is done in a given time frame? So work divided by what? Divided by?
Time.
Time, very good. And here time is going to be in seconds. Okay, that is power, right? So if you have more work being done in the shortest period of time, that means you have more power, right? Right. So that's what we mean. So let's do an example. Let's say that a crane.
Mr. Petit, what is the S for?
Seconds.
Okay.
So power is measured in watts, right? And joules per second is watts, right? So which equals to joules per second. So if we have joules per second, then that's watts, right? So 1 watt is the amount of work or the amount of power to do 1 joule of work in 1 second, right? So 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. Okay. So let's look at an example, right? So the example says that we have we say we have a crane does 200 joules of work to lift a truck, 30 meters. If this is done in 40 seconds, what is the power of the crane? All right, what is the power of the crane? All right, what is the power of the crane? So we have power. What is power? By definition, by formula, power is going to be equal to what? Work.
Joules over time seconds.
Work, which is measured in joules, divided by time. So what's the amount of work that's done in this question? 200
joules.
200 joules of work. Very good. All right. Over, what's the time?
40
seconds.
40 seconds. Please always write your units. This is not like math where you can get away with not writing units. You have the right units. So over what? 40 seconds. What could we do? We could get 40 seconds. What could we do? We could cancel out the zero. So this zero cancel with that. That's zero. So we're left with what? 20 divided by 4. So 20 divided by what? Divided by 4. What is 20 divided by 4? That's going to be what?
5.
5 joules. Joules per what? Per second. So J over S, which is going to be equal to what? 5 watts. Okay, y'all saw what I did or no? Let me know, please. If you understand what I did.
No, sir.
No?
Yeah,
So what is the formula for power? What is the formula for power? Anyone can
Work over time.
Joules over time.
Work over time, right? Work over time. In this question, right? What is work? How much work is done?
200 joules.
200 joules. Very good. 200 joules. 200 joules of work, right? And what time? And what time? And what time?
40 seconds.
40 seconds, right? All right, 40 seconds. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cancel the zero. So this zero cancel with that zero. So we left with what? 20 divided by what?
4.
20 divided by 4, and 20 divided by 4 is what?
5.
5, very good. So it's gonna be 5. 5 what?
5 joules.
5 joules per second. Yeah, 5 joules per second, right? And that's gonna be what? 5 what?
5 watts.
5 watts. 5 watts. Okay. So, do I need to do another example? Let's do another example for y'all. So this is how we find out the power. Okay. Let me move this here. Move that there. So we say example is gonna be so let's say next example, a crane does 200, no, let's not do 200, let's say 400 joules of work to lift a car 50 meters if this is done in 50 seconds. What is the power of the crane? All right, what is the power of the crane? Yes, go ahead.
I didn't get the notes that they say scientifically.
Say it again.
I didn't get the beginning piece.
Oh, you didn't get the beginning piece. Okay.
I got it.
You got it?
Back on the last example,
Say it again.
the example that he was given just now.
Oh, yes, sure. All right, so how are we gonna do this? We're gonna do what? Power, right? Power is equal to what? Power is equal to, y'all gotta help me out. Power is equal to what?
Work.
Work divided by time.
Over time.
Work divided by time, very good. Power is equal to work divided by, what is the work in this case?
400 joules.
400 joules, very good. And what is the time?
50 seconds.
50 seconds, very good. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we have to do what? Cancel out the what? This zero, cancel with
Cancel
that,
the zeros.
with that zero. So we left with what? 40?
40 over 5.
40 over 5. It's gonna be equal to what? 40 divided by 5 is equal to what?
8.
8, yeah, 8 joules per what? Per second. And that's gonna be equal to what? What is 8 joules per second? 8 what? 8 watts. All right. Do we understand it now? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Is it deep? I was about to say 8 work just now.
It's a 8 work.
You want us to send this to you?
All right. I wonder if y'all understand it before.
Yes, sir.
So we know how to figure out work, and we know how to figure out power. So what is power measured in?
What?
Watts. Very good, very good. Power is measured in watts. And what's the formula for power?
Work.
Work over time.
Work over time. Very good. So power is the rate at which work is done, right? So all we need to do is take the work, find the work, and divide it by the time, and that's how we're gonna get the power. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes,
for
sir.
and then for the work, how are we gonna get work? How is work calculated?
Force times
Force
distance.
times distance.
Force times distance. Very good. Okay, once you finish writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish writing this down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send them via WhatsApp. Are we done with this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
No,